Morning, it's the 12th of June, 2025, it's a Thursday, beautiful morning again. I said, you don't believe what's happened. I went to bed in my 60s and woke up in my 70s. How the bloody hell has happened? I'll never know. Anyway, your daily reminder, the Orgreave rally is on a Saturday, and in answer to Rob Vardy's question yesterday, Dave Smith is from the Blacklist support group, so it could be the man you're thinking on, Rob. We'll find out Saturday for sure. So yeah, Saturday, 12:30, Barker's Pool. Be there or be square. Well, we're on about pitch. It's 50 years today since the Houghton Main explosion where 5 men were killed at 6:30 in the evening. On the afternoon shift, 5 men were killed, 12 injured, like I said, by an explosion. And there's a memorial taking place at Middlecliff tonight on Pit Lane, I do believe. Unfortunately, I can't be there, but I know there's a few going, so if you can, get along. Remember them men. While we're on about dying, Sly Stone, he died early this week, and Brian Wilson, he died yesterday. Brian Wilson at Beach Boys. Sly Stone of Sly and the Family Stone. The main course today, we've got a few things to talk about, but main course is going to be Ballymena. But before that, got the spending review yesterday. The media, the Tories, Reform UK, they're doing the best to trash it. That tells me it's good, because otherwise, why would they do that? What's wrong with investing in public services, NHS, schools, etc. and so on? That's called getting your country back. That's getting your country back, fucking investing in it. So good on Labour for doing that. Moving swiftly on to Ballymena. 2 14-year-old, I don't know when it's happened, but 2 14-year-old Roma boys have sexually assaulted a young girl. Since then, they've been rioting, 3 nights of rioting, big rioting. And I can understand them being upset. Who wouldn't be? And I can understand why they're rioting, and I'll tell you why they're rioting, because you've got all these populists with hate speech causing division and hatred, demonising fucking people who are worse off than the very people who are rioting. Don't agree with sexual assaulting anybody, but just bear with me. And let me just tell you this. Back in March this year, 61-year-old Herbie Barber from Ballymena, he was convicted of 8 counts of rape and 6 counts of indecent assault against children. There are no rapes, there were no protests, no riots, no nothing. Do you get it? Why were there no fucking protests and riots against Herbie for what he did? Surely at 61 he were old enough to know better than the 2 14-year-olds. And the fucking fact is, if you're white in Ballymena, it's okay to rape fucking kids. How bad is that? But I don't blame the people of Ballymena. I blame the people in suits, your Farages, your Boris Johnsons, your Bravermans, your Sunaks, and all these who are spreading fucking hate. Your Sarah Poachins. While we're on about hate, you got that idiot on telly yesterday, Zia Yusuf. He left Reform on the fucking Friday and come back on the fucking Saturday, whenever they did it. He was on TV yesterday, tying himself in knots. Just watch this clip.
If I was an MP, which obviously I'm not, I would think very deeply about it. I probably would, though, be in favour of voting for a ban writ large for face coverings in public, not just the burqa, but also the Antifa thugs who, for example, wear masks. I've seen for myself, I saw it firsthand, multiple thugs wearing masks, threatening Nigel, threatening our supporters, and actually attacking one of Nigel's security detail, and no arrests, partly because of the mask. So I probably would be in favour of the ban, yeah.
I'm fascinated by that, and just maybe I'm extrapolating from what you said here, but I'm interested for you to clarify. But somebody wearing a burqa is not the same as a thug with a face covering who's intimidating people. Are you linking the two? I mean, surely they're very, very different circumstances. And you could decide to ban one where people are purposefully intimidating people and not the other.
Yeah, that's true. You could. I'm expressing a view, and it's my personal view. Just clear, not party policy, as has been made clear. But my personal view is, I probably would do it to address the burqa itself. I do think this country does have huge issues with assimilation. I don't think that's a controversial statement. I think most people watching this program, politicians don't like talking about it for whatever reason, but it's one reason why I think the social contract in this country is fraying. And I'd also flag that, there are a lot of Muslim majority countries that have banned it, either, again, across the whole of public life or inside government buildings, for example. So, look, the reality is it's a very difficult issue. I'm not saying it isn't. One of the things I'm always uneasy about is if you think about legislation in the UK, is doing things that would be deemed as unconstitutional in the United States, which such a ban almost certainly would be under the First Amendment. But I think this country has very specific challenges. And that's why I said it's a very difficult decision, but I probably would be.
What about that then? If I was an MP, which I'm not, I would be in favour of voting for a ban on face coverings, on all face coverings, not just the burqa. I probably would be in favour of banning them. I loved it when the presenter pointed out to him that someone wearing a burqa is not the same as a thug in a face covering, which is certainly not. And he said, you could decide to ban one where people are intimidating people, but not the other. And Zia said, yes, you could, but I'm expressing opinion. It's just my personal view. And my personal view is here is that a fucking, you or what they call an Uncle Tom, a wanker. You're a traitor to your own fucking class. And last week, when Sarah Porchin did say that, Zia said it was a dumb question and resigned. Last week, he left his reform, now he's back. He's a flip-flopper. He's an unelected official, he's nobody, and yet he's on fucking telly all the time. Can you tell me why? And I'll tell you, I can't get my head round. I can't get me round. He is actually loathed by Reform supporters. And is anyone suspicious when a Muslim is saying racist stuff against Islam? It's almost like he's being fucking paid to betray his own culture, innit? And last course is the media. The media, who are obsessed with boat crossings, have failed to report that in the June, and we're now on the 12th, there's not been one single boat crossing. They've not told us that. Why wouldn't they tell us? Why do they only tell us when boats come? I'll tell you why. Because they're fucking corrupt. And we'll leave you a thought for the day. Think about this. What a world we fucking live in. We live in a world where starving people are being lowered out into the open to be killed by the Israelis. But the media will have you believe that the fucking real villain in all this is Greta Thunberg. Have a great day, buddy. I'll tell you something. Life begins at 70. Wake you up.